Let's hope it holds true. If I disappear, just go with it. You're on your own. Hi, everybody. We'll get started in a couple minutes. My computer is draining very quickly. I guess I should pull the presentation up, huh? I'm very scattered today. Okay. Present to everyone. Well, wait, there's no viewers on yet, so I'm gonna wait. Usually I see like one or two.
Well, just hit 9 o'clock, so.
I'll give them a couple minutes. I'm like obsessed with the Fix8 cookbook. Like whoever's watching, if you don't have it, I don't even care if you're doing 21 Day Fix, get it. Like honestly, me and Pat like went through it and I've been making a list of everything I'm gonna make from it. Everything that I've made from it, I love. And
are they super easy?
Yeah, I don't think they're bad. Me and Grace made the brownies tonight, which were really good.
How many ingredients?
Probably like 6 or 7.
Okay. I always say if it can fit on my 2 hands, I'll make it.
Oh yeah, it was under 10. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we're good there. But no, I did the potato side, which was easy, which I already knew how to kind of do it, but it's fun to do these things. And then I post the pictures in my challenge groups, and 2 people got the Fix8 cookbooks, ordered them today from my challenge group because I was posting food and then I was posting the recipe. And so tip to everybody who's watching, make sure if you have the Fix8 cookbook, like aim to make one new thing every couple days and then post it in your challenge groups. And then I'm going to post about it on my like page and stuff. But that Fix8 book is awesome. More people need it. Okay, we're going to get going since it's 9:01 and we have a couple viewers on. So welcome you guys tonight. Tonight is our last, I think we're going to say this is our last webinar, right? Annie is muted, but hopefully she'll give me a thumbs up. This is our last webinar, and then we'll have this week of posts, and then we're going to take a 2-week break, give you guys a little bit of time to catch up on the posts. You can go back through the group, watch all the videos, do all of the daily assignments, and kind of catch up, and then we'll jump in and do another month of webinars and posts. So this is kind of just a little break for you guys. We know this group is a little more intense than other groups, and we know everyone's been having stuff going on. So don't focus on what you didn't get done in these 4 weeks. Focus on what you can do on these next 2 weeks to get prepared. Tonight's presentation is not super long, but I feel like it's very important. And I've told a couple of my coaches this, I feel like a place that I lack as a coach is finding new coaches who actually want to coach in the business. We all love any type of coach. You know, a discount coach is great, and discount coaches can turn into amazing coaches. But part of this is building a solid team, and part of having a solid team are people who actually want to work this business. And so I used to always get kind of like yucky feels about being like recruiting, or I'm going to do a recruiting post, or I'm going to do a help wanted post. Always felt kind of icky. I don't know. There's something icky about it. And so that's why I called this presentation tonight, Making Recruiting Not a Dirty Word. Like, I feel like there's some type of like, just like multi-level marketing gets associated with pyramid scheme, I feel like recruiting has this like slimy feel to it. So sometimes changing the word can change your mindset a little bit on how you look at this. I also feel like when I look at our group of coaches, a little tough love here, I see a lot of you posting about Shakeology. I see a lot of you posting about the workout programs. I do not see a lot of you posting about the coaching opportunity. I see you sharing maybe a link to a coaching open house or a webinar, and that's it. You know, and you'll put a little bit about your story, and that's it. Me and Annie have started to get better, and you've probably noticed, about posting about how coaching has impacted our life. If I have a big regret, it's that I didn't start doing this earlier. So I want you to take all the tips that I'm going to teach you in this webinar, and I want you to start applying them into your social media game and how you are sharing with people about the coaching opportunity. It was really funny. I was just going to tell Annie to change the slide, but I'm going to change my own slide.
Sean, I'm going to interrupt for just a second.
Yes.
Ashley is commenting on the group that she's seeing a black screen but can hear your voice. Is there anything that we can do to fix that? Hold on a second.
No, I don't see it showing up fine on my side.
It's showing up on mine too.
I'll keep going. Here's the good news. There's nothing really in these slides that you guys need to see. Does that make sense? I'll make sure I read all of it, and then I'll also post the slides with the link to the presentation. I think that's Perfect. The best we can do. Does that sound good? Okay. So this next slide, in case you can't see it, has a quote that says, "You create your own opportunities." I feel like in this business, we make a choice on what we share and what we don't share, and we make a choice on who we connect with and who we don't connect with. So every single day, we're basically making a choice on what type of opportunities we're creating, not only for ourselves, but for the people that we could possibly help. So I put, don't let fear of being judged stop you from offering an opportunity to someone that could change their lives. We talk a lot about this with people getting their challenge packs or getting people started in workout programs, and how it's important for us to share our story so that people are motivated and inspired to work on their health. But what about building a business from home? What about financial freedom? What about having a team and a community to support you with your health goals? Like not just in a challenge group, but long term. Those are all the things that we get as coaches. So when we don't share the coaching opportunity with other people because we're afraid of what they might think of us, we're basically holding this opportunity from them and like tucking it away and not giving it to other people. And so you need to stop worrying about what people are going to think, and you need to instead think about how it could change somebody's life. I have been reaching out to so many people about the coaching opportunity lately. Like literally someone posts about health and fitness on their personal Facebook page, or someone posts about wanting to get healthy but struggling with money. I reach out to them, and I of course build relationships and talk to them. But if we have a relationship, I just straight out go, hey, I have an opportunity I want to share with you. It has completely changed my life, my health, my fitness, but even better, it's helped my family financially. I would love for you to learn more. And people are going into these webinars and people are signing up. So don't tuck it away and hide it from people because you're afraid of what they're going to think. You got to talk to a lot of people to get people who are actually going to be interested. Okay, the next slide has a planet. That was just the theme of the thing, but in case you can't see it. I put the word sponsoring because I've been watching some webinars with Bonnie Engel. Everyone's probably sick of me talking about her, but girl knows what she's talking about when it comes to building a team. Not only does she add 20 to 30 coaches to her team every single month, but more importantly, she gets coaches who want to work the business, because her number, I forgot what the number is of how many of them get Success Starters and how many of them hit Success Club their first year. And like, she has all these statistics, and it's not, so she's not only bringing new coaches onto her team, she's also bringing new coaches onto her team who want to work the business and who are finding success. And I think that's a true leader. You know, that's someone who's doing this business right. They're not just trying to get numbers, they're trying to actually help people succeed. So one of the things she talked about was changing your wording. So instead of talking about what we're going to talk about tonight as recruiting people, that you're actually talking about sponsoring them, because there's a difference. When you're recruiting people, you're their boss. Me and Annie are not your bosses. Or if you have a different upline coach, they're not your boss. We don't tell you what to do. We don't check in with you and yell at you if you don't get a job done. If you don't post 3 times on Facebook, Annie and I are not checking up on you and being like, oh my God, you didn't post up 3 times. Like, it's your job. You're in charge of yourself and you're your own boss. We are sponsoring you as an upline coach. We're supporting you. We're not the boss of you. We're supporting you as a coach, and we're basically giving you the tools that you need to be successful, and then letting you fly. Hopefully fly and not crash and burn. So you need to change your wording. It's going to help you change your mindset. So for some of you, you might be like, this is silly, but it helps me. Like, and I really started to think about it. I'm like, I'm not signing up coaches just so that I can have success, or that I can build rank, or that I can get to a certain point. So even with getting to Diamond, I would like to believe that most of you are signing up coaches because you want to help them in one way or another. You want to help them get a discount. You want to help them build a business from home. You want to help them build their own team. So you're basically sponsoring them and helping them. So put that in your mind, and don't think about it as just like recruiting people and being their boss. So one of the things I want you guys to do, and you can't see this, so if you can't see this, I'm going to read all of them to you, but something that was suggested in the very first part, and this is going back to social media. You cannot you can't help people join your team if they don't know that that's a possibility. So a lot of coaches will say to me, oh, my friend bought a challenge pack and they didn't buy it from me. They bought it from someone else because they didn't know I was a coach. Or, oh, I've been coaching for 6 months and someone just signed up to coach and they signed up under someone else because they didn't know I was a coach. Guess what? You're probably not sharing enough about the coaching opportunity or about being a coach on your Facebook timeline. And I know we all get nervous about this, me included, that I don't want my Facebook page to be an advertisement for Beachbody or only be about coaching. But you need to be trickling it in. You need to be trickling it in a lot. And I'm going to talk about how many times in a little while. But the first thing I want you to do is I want you to do a little self-evaluation for me tonight. I want you to go through your Facebook timeline. And I'm not talking about the last month. I'm talking about one scroll up. So you're probably talking about the last 6 to 10 posts. And I want you to ask yourself these questions. Would someone know I'm a health and fitness coach? So if they scroll through your Facebook page, I'm not talking your like page, everyone, I'm talking your personal page. I know you're all probably thinking Shawn's crazy, but if they scroll through your Facebook personal page and they don't know that you're a health and fitness coach, it's not trickled in there somewhere, you are not doing a good job of sharing about what you do. And that's going to hurt you in the long run in being a successful coach and building a team, which is what this whole Push to Diamond group is about. Would someone know that I have health and fitness groups that they can join? So not only do they know I'm a health and fitness coach, but do they know that I offer groups? That doesn't mean that you need to have a post every other day about inviting people to a challenge group, but you need to be posting about your challenger successes. Annie had a great post the other day. If you want to go look, it was so simple. It was just, forgot what it was. I think it was Saturday night. Maybe she can help me. But it was just about her coach's successes and how happy it made her. That's it. So if somebody saw that, they'd be like, oh, Annie does health and fitness groups. She didn't go, come join my group. Like, I'm looking for 5 people. We do posts like that. But we also just share about successes in our groups or about what makes us happy about what people are doing in our groups or people's results. So do they know that you do health and fitness groups that they can join? Would someone know that I do something that they can also do? This is a hard one. So do you have anything out there on your timeline that people know that you're a coach and it's something that other people can do too? Have you inner worked that into your post? Do you share about what coaching has done in your life and invite people to get information? Or share with them that they can join a webinar, open houses. We have tons of opportunities to share information. So are you posting about anything like that on your page? And then would someone know I am not the same person I was before I became a coach? This is so key. And I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but Beachbody has changed your life in some way. We've all heard your stories. You are me and Annie's. Most of you are personally sponsored coaches or we have close relationships with you. We do not share enough about how this coaching opportunity has changed our life. I did a post last night about something that was slightly embarrassing and it was a little scary to post, and I even said that to Annie. I knew I would get a good reaction. I'm not going to lie. It's not like I thought people were going to be like, you're a horrible person because you use credit card checks. But there's always that nervousness of putting something out about my life that's kind of private and was embarrassing. I don't like the fact that Pat and I would use the credit card checks over and over and over and over. But it was something that I felt needed to be shared. It didn't tell people about how much I made personally every single month, because that always is something that I have a hard time with. But it showed about how Beachbody had personally changed our financial future and our family. And I try to trickle those posts in everywhere. And it doesn't have to be financial, and it doesn't have to be as big of being credit card and debt free. It could be something as maybe it helped you pay your bills this month. Maybe it helped you pay for your gas. Maybe it helped you pay for your groceries. Maybe it covered your Shakeology. Maybe it has nothing to do with financial. Maybe it helped give you the support and accountability that you needed to lose that last 10 pounds. Or maybe you the support and accountability that you needed to get through a really tough month in your life and you had people supporting you. So you need to go through your Facebook timeline and see if there's anything that's showing that you're not the same person you were before you became a coach. Health and fitness wise, financial wise, whatever it is, you need to be breadcrumbing those out, as they call it. You need to be doing posts about that. They don't have to be big and grand like mine was last night. They can be short and sweet. It can be funny. It can be your personality, but you need to be sharing. So make sure you scroll through. Once again, would someone know I am a health and fitness coach? Would someone know that I have health and fitness groups they can join? Would someone know that I do something and that they can also do it? Would someone know I'm not the same person I was before I became a coach? So I want you guys to self-evaluate on that. You should comment on the webinar after you do it and be honest about it, because I said no to a couple of these the first time I saw Bonnie's webinar. Okay, so posting on Facebook about coaching. Here are some suggestions for you guys, basic guidelines. You already know about posting on Facebook, but I'm going to give you some more specific guidelines about how many times you should be posting on Facebook and give you ideas of what you can be posting. So you should be posting at least 5 times a week about coaching. Once again, it does not need to be in like a direct invite to a webinar or a direct invite to an open house. It just needs to be about coaching in one way or another. About your challenge groups. It needs to be about how it's changed your life. It could be about inviting people to a webinar, but you need to be posting at least 5 times a week about coaching if you want to get the word out there. Only a certain amount of eyes are seeing every single post. So if you want people to know that you're a coach and that they can join you in this, you need to post about it. You need to make a list of things that attracted you to coaching and then use them for post ideas. So make a list of all of the different things that made you excited in the first time. Maybe it's accountability. Maybe it was wanting to cover your Shakeology. Maybe it was seeing other people be supported in these groups and wanting to be able to help other people do the same thing. Whatever it is, make a list of things that attracted you to coaching and then make up posts about how coaching is about that. So that gives you guys some ideas. So you should sit down and you should jot down 5 to 10 different things that attracted you to coaching. Then, this is the weird one, but it's so helpful. Make a list of all the objections you get and focus posts around these. So you can do this with challenge groups and challenge packs and Shakeology and everything. But every time you get a message and you're messaging with someone and they say something like, for example, when I did my post yesterday, I tucked in to those people that said this was a pyramid scheme and there was no way that I could make money helping other people, because I've had people tell me that. Friends and family have told me that. And it's kind of like, here, look, I did it. So, it's taking those list of objections. Another good example would be someone being like, well, Shakeology, you know what I mean? That something about Shakeology negative, the cost. You could do a post about how you've saved as a coach. So now you've put in about being a coach. So you've saved money there. And then 2 other ways you've saved: by eating healthier, you're not going out as much, you're not eating as much junk food as at night, and come up with the things that are around that objection about cost and about what you're getting in Shakeology that's helping you. And then remind yourself that you're sharing an opportunity. So every time you get ready to do a post, kind of get in your head that all you're doing is sharing with people an opportunity. They're going to decide whether they like, comment, or message you about it. I did my post last night, and I believe today, if I count, I would say I have about 5 people that I've not been actively talking to, and then 2 people that I have been talking to who are very interested in coaching or asking me more questions today. And I know it's because they saw my post last night, and I know Annie gets the same feedback. When we do posts about coaching, people are seeing those posts and then they're responding to us in private message. They might not even comment on that post, but they see it as an opportunity and they want more information. So every time you post those 5 times about coaching, just think about that. You're sharing an opportunity. There's nothing wrong with that. People are going to choose whether they want to, to do it or not. I'm trying to think. Okay, so this is the last thing I want to share, and this is kind of off topic on the thing, but it goes with talking to people about coaching. And I've been sharing it with a couple of my coaches, and it's something that Bonnie did in her one of her presentations, and I've been using it, and it's been super helpful for me. So there's going to be 4 outcomes when you're talking to someone about Beachbody coaching, challenge pack, challenge groups. And the first thing that I want you to start going into, because I get so many of my coaches that are like, oh my God, someone was really excited about coaching and they commented on my post, and I was so excited and I thought for sure they were going to sign up, and then they told me no, and I'm so disappointed. It's a normal reaction, you guys. But at the same time, if you think every single time that someone messages you or comments to you about coaching or a challenge pack or a challenge group that they're going to say yes, you're going to get a lot of disappointment. Annie and I hear no so much. I mean, we talk to so many people and I hear no from so many people, and it can just beat you down. So especially if you're talking to more and more people about the coaching opportunity, that can be even harder than talking to someone about a challenge group, because they're literally signing up for a business. So it's a big deal. You know, you probably had a lot of reasons that you said no. So I want you to go in and not expect a yes. Like, go in for the yes, like give it your all, and, you know, share with the person and really get to know with them and connect them. I'm not saying go in and not do a good job, but don't go in always thinking that every person you talk to is going to get a yes, because here's what's going to happen. They're going to say no, you're going to be disappointed. But if you have that attitude and you get a no, and I always think a no is a not right now. And some people are definite no's, and that's okay, but a lot of people are not right now. Those are follow-up people. Those are potential coaches for the future. Those are potential challenge pack people for the future. Those are potential challengers. Like, there's so much potential in a no. Like, I get so excited sometimes when people say no now, because I'm like, can I follow up with you next month? And then I already have someone to put on my follow-up list. And I know Annie feels the same way. I see her nodding. Like, it's true. Like, when you switch your mindset from being like, oh, they said no, they hate me, I'm not good at this, to, oh, they said no, it's probably not the right time for them right now, can I follow up with you? It's a completely different experience. They could say yes. So if you go in not expecting a yes and you get a yes, you're like, heck yeah, and you're dancing around the room and you're all excited because you went in going, there's no way this person's going to say yes. And then they say yes, and it's like the biggest boost of confidence ever. Like, it just makes you feel so good, and you just want to talk to more and more people. So if you get a yes, that's great. That could be an outcome. But if you're going in not expecting it, you're going to have a way more excited approach afterwards. Another thing you could do is they could become a referral. So they could refer someone to you. So if you get someone that says, no, we're not right now, get comfortable with saying to people like, I so wanted to work with you and I was so excited, and I'm going to put you, I'd love to put you on my list to work with in September. I love helping people. Do you have anyone in your life, you know what I mean, that you think that I could help? You obviously felt connected to me and feel like I could have helped you. So is there anyone in your life? And Annie has great referral text for people that you would send to that have done challenge groups with you. You could twist that around a little bit and use the same wording to ask someone for a referral. You're talking to someone, that means they connected to you on some level and were inspired by you or motivated. So asking them for a referral, although is not always comfortable, I've been getting a lot of people giving me names, or, yeah, actually my mom, I think you could really help her. Or my friend was actually saying she wants to do Shakeology. And if I never asked them, I would have never gotten a referral. So it's a whole new group of people you could get referrals. The last thing is you could use it as a learning experience. And you have, it depends on how outright you are. Bonnie suggests that if somebody says no, that you say, you understand, ask if they can go on a follow-up list and go say, I love coaching and I really want to help as many people as possible. Would you be willing to give me any feedback on our conversation and how you felt? And, I would like to get better at making sure that I can help as many people as possible. I also just think I can look at it as a learning experience from the outside. Like, sometimes I go back through my message and go, what could I have done better? How could I have worded this better? Oh, I got kind of pushy there because I got excited. You know what I mean? So I got excited that they were interested, and I word vomited on them. Like, I can do self-evaluation, and then on the next conversation, I can do a million times better. I'll give you guys a really clear example, and then I'm pretty much done. The last couple months, I have not really enjoyed coaching. And I went back through some of my messages, and I can feel it in my messages. I was in a negative place with my own health. I went through a bad personal spot in my life, and that can affect your coaching. And when I went back and looked at the message, I noticed that I wasn't engaging with people. I was becoming a robot, and my passion wasn't showing because I wasn't passionate. So that was such a good learning experience to me that, one, I needed to get my ass in gear back with my health. Sorry to cuss. Lee's probably laughing that I apologize for that. But I needed to get my butt back in gear. I needed to get my health back on track. And luckily, Annie talked me into the ultimate reset, and the reset magic is working because I feel better. And because I feel better and I'm self-evaluating, my passion, like, that's the thing I'm putting into my messages. Forget how I explain something. forget. I can do all of that. But to infuse your passion into a Facebook message is hard. But when you're excited and motivated and you're just really fired up about your health and fitness and about coaching, it is a lot easier to share it. So go back through some of your messages. Be like, wow, I really wanted this person to sign up to coach. I really felt like they were ready. I'm just going to go back and read through that message and kind of just try to pick it apart and see what pieces I could get better at. Or maybe even better, ask your success partner or ask one of the other fellow coaches on the team or ask me and Annie and say, hey, I really thought I had this. Like, she was excited, I was excited, and maybe something just happened, but is there something in my message that you think that I'm not communicating accurately, or that I'm not, like I said, maybe people would go back through my messages and I know Annie would be like, Sean, you were a robot, or Aaron. Like, I can tell you right now, both of them would know right away that I was not myself in my messages. So, just use it as a learning experience. I just continue to grow and go and look at every opportunity, every person you talk to as an amazing opportunity to either learn, to get someone to work with, to get a referral, or to get a follow-up person for the following month that could be an awesome challenger in the future. So I think, okay, so what's next? And then if there's any questions, I'll let you guys do questions. Oh my God, there's Annie. So what's next? Any questions? So what is going to say next? So I've already kind of said it. 2-week break. You guys have the rest of this week for posts. 2 weeks to catch up. We won't be doing any posts. Are we going to do check-ins, Annie?
No. We didn't talk about that.
Let's just take a break. Let's take a break. I think you guys all need a break. Annie and I could use a little break here. If you want to come into the group and post something, an exciting success or something, it's not like the group's going to disappear. But, I think we're going to take a 2-week break and come back all fresh and ready to go again. So then we'll come back. I don't have the date open on my computer. So we're done this week, the 30th. So we have the first week, second week. So we'll come back on the 14th. And the first webinar will be on the 14th. So mark your calendar so you can get on the webinar. And I think that's it. I would really encourage you guys to go back through all the posts. I kind of plan on doing it myself because I did not have time these last couple weeks. I did not put the commitment into reviewing what Annie and I were teaching, and Annie and I know we can both grow too. So I'm going to try to go back through the post and read your guys' responses and go back through it. Did you have anything else to add, Annie, that I didn't?
No.
Okay.
I think you got it.
Okay. If you guys have any questions, comment in the group. I'm sorry that the screen was not working. I really apologize. I have no idea what happened.
No, I clicked on the link and the YouTube link was working. Ashley said that she thinks it was her Chromebook or something like that. So she got it to work.
Okay, and Annie posted her post in the group. So that was the good example. I just want you guys to know that you don't have to do big, crazy posts to share about coaching. Every post doesn't have to be a deep, detailed 6-paragraph post. Something as simple as what Annie posts will help people know she's a coach and that she's helping people. That was a great post. So simple. I'm not seeing any questions. So I think we're going to call it a night. Last webinar, guys. Good luck. Oh my gosh, my nose is itching again. Maybe it's allergies. Okay, I'm going to stop the broadcast. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.